If you're a small business owner, you're probably looking for every break you can get. Write-offs can help you significantly reduce the tax bills you owe each year. But if you're like most small businesses, you likely don't have your own in-house accounting or finance department. Not to worry, here's a guide to 20 tax write-offs that are essential for small businesses. We'll highlight some little-known tips and things to watch out for, but each one of these categories has its own set of particular rules that clarify when business owners can take advantage or how much they might be eligible for. Check out Invoice Maker's blog post on this subject to get more details. The first category of expenses is those involving the place where work happens, the office. Whether you run a brick-and-mortar storefront, a co-working space, or work from home, there are significant opportunities here to save money. Office-related write-off categories include office space, furniture, phone and internet services, supplies, utilities, and software. There are savings opportunities here. Just think about how many apps and subscriptions your business relies on. The cost of each of these may be tax deductible. Other items on here hold some surprises. For example, you probably already knew that rent for a floor of an office building or production studio can be deducted. But did you know that home office dwellers can now take this deduction too? For spaces in a home that are dedicated to working, they can deduct $5 per square foot for up to 300 square feet. Another category of write-offs are services your business relies on to keep it going. These include business insurance, banking fees, professional services, and advertising and marketing. These are among the most straightforward kinds of deductions. Two things to keep in mind here. One, this category casts a wide net. Advertising can be as small as your business cards. And two, taxes are yet another reason to have separate business and personal banking accounts. With a separate business account, you can write off the associated fees. The next category of write-offs is the fun ones. You can think of these as business extras, travel expenses, vehicle costs, business meals, and client and employee entertainment. As you might expect, these kinds of costs are treated differently than business services. There's a greater focus on whether they are related to running the business. Some things to watch out for: if you have a separate car or vehicle for your business, keep track of gas, repairs, and other costs. But if you also use your personal car for business, you can track your mileage while working and write off 56 cents per mile. Business travel can include hotels, but the trip has to be for a business purpose and take you far enough away that you aren't able to sleep at home. Be cautious with writing off entertainment expenses. It's not always clear what qualifies. The next category of write-offs can be thought of as people costs. These include continuing education, child and dependent care, moving expenses, and salaries, benefits, subcontractors, and employee gifts. Continuing education can be a great way to keep you and your workforce ahead of the curve. But just make sure you aren't double counting a subscription service as, say, an office expense. And when it comes to moving expenses, they're allowed. But the rule about what qualifies can be a little bit complicated. See our blog post for a thorough explanation. Finally, there are two other important write-offs that don't really fit into any category. One is charitable donations. Be sure to hang on to the paperwork you get from the organization you give to. And then there are taxes themselves. There are complications here that you may want to discuss with a tax preparer, but in general, state and local taxes your business pays, including property taxes on property owned by the business, can be deductible. So there you have it, 20 write-offs and 20 potential ways to shore your bottom line. Check out the links in the description for more detail, and as always, consult Invoice Maker for your small business and freelancing needs.